Good afternoon all of you. Today we will learn about the skeletal system. We already finished our anatomy first lecture which is about introductory lecture, and second, this is a skeletal system. The skeletal system includes all of the bones and joints in the body. Each bone is a complex living organ. It is made up of many cells, protein, fibers and minerals. The skeletal act as a scaffold by providing support and protection for the soft tissue that make up the rest of the body. New blood cells are produced by the red bone marrow inside of our bones. Bone act as a body's warehouse for calcium, iron and energy in the form of fat. Warehouse means storehouse. The skeletal system includes all of the bones and joints in the body. Each bone is a complex living organ. It is made up of many cells, protein, fiber and minerals. The skeleton act as a scaffold by providing support and protection for the soft tissue that make up the rest of the body. New blood cells are produced by the red bone marrow inside of our bone. Bone act as a body's warehouse for calcium, iron, energy in the form of fat. Then skeletal system consists of clavicle, scapula, humerus, radius. Humerus radius is bone located in the hands. Ulna, hip bone, carpal bones, metacarpal bones, phalanges, femur, patella, which are situated in the legs, tibia, fibula, tarsal bones, metatarsal bones and phalanges. Then skeletal system anatomy. The skeletal system in an adult body is made up of 206 individual bones. We already known about this. The skeletal system in adult body is made up of 206 individual bones. These bones are arranged into two major divisions, the axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton runs along the body's midline axis and is made up of 80 bones in the following regions. Axial skeleton means upper part of the body. Appendicular skeleton and axial skeleton. These are the two body divided into these two major divisions. Skull consists of 22 bones fused except for mandible. 22 bones are fused but mandible is the exception. Then hyoid bone, auditory ossicles which are the smallest bone in the body, ribs, sternum, vertebral column. The appendicular skeleton is made up of 26 bones in the following region: upper limb, lower limb, pelvic girdle and pectoral girdle. Pelvic girdle and pectoral girdle. Pectoral girdle means part of the shoulder. Then skull. 22 bones are fused together. Mandible remains movable. Superior portion of brain called cranium, which is the superior portion, is called a cranium. It protects brain from damage. Main function of the skull is it protects brain from damage. Interior and anterior portion are facial bones and support eyes, nose and mouth. Interior and anterior portion are facial bones and support eyes, nose and mouth. Then hyoid. U bone inferior to mandible does not form joint. Single bone in the body, it is a floating bone. This is a hyoid bone which is a single bone and not attached to any bone. U bone inferior to mandible bone does not form joint. Single bone in the body, it is a floating bone. And functions: hold trachea open and forms body connection to tongue muscles. Then we turn towards the other bones, auditory ossicles. Bones are malleus, stapes, incus, collectively called auditory ossicles. Auditory ossicle are the smallest bone in the body. Note down that auditory ossicles are the smallest bone in the body, found in small cavity inside temporal bone. They serve to transmit and amplify sound from the eardrum to inner ear. Then vertebrae, 26 bones. There are 26 bones in the vertebrae. Cervical, neck 7. Thoracic, mean chest, it consists of 12 bones. Lumbar, lower back consists of 5 bones. Sacrum 1, coccyx 1 and tailbone 1. Then ribs and the sternum. Sternum is a thin knife-shaped bone in the thoracic region of skeleton. Sternum connects to the ribs by thin bonds of cartilage called a costal cartilage. 12 pairs of ribs. First 7 true ribs is attached to sternum. 8, 9, 10 ribs that connect to the 7th rib by cartilage called false ribs. 11, 12 floating ribs because they do not have cartilage to attachment. Sternum, which is a thin knife-shaped bone in the thoracic region of skeleton. Sternum connects to the ribs by thin bonds of cartilage called the costal cartilage. These are 12 pairs of ribs. First 7 true ribs is attached to sternum. 8, 9, 10 ribs that connect to 7th rib by cartilage called the false rib. 11, 12 floating ribs because they do not have cartilage to the attachment. Then appendicular skeletal, which is divided into pectoral girdle and the pelvic girdle. Pectoral girdle connects the upper limb bones to the axial skeletal, consists of the left and right clavicle and left and right scapula. Ball and socket joint of the shoulder, humerus and scapula. Ball and socket joint which is between the humerus and the scapula. Elbow joint with lower arm bones. Radius and ulna, 2 bones of forearm, ulna and forearm form hinge joint. Wrist bone with lower arm bones and carpals. Then pelvic girdle formed by right and left hip bones. The pelvic girdle connects the lower limb to the axial skeletal. Hip joint, femur and hip bones. Knee joint, tibia and patella. Patella is special because not present at birth. Tibia is much longer than fibula and bears almost all the body's weight. Fibula is the only muscle attachment point and used to maintain balance. Tibia and fibula forms the ankle joint with talus. Then there are various types of bones: long bone, short bone, irregular bone, sesamoid bone, flat bone. We will see one by one. Long bones, responsible for bulk of height. Hollow medullary cavity found in center serves storage area for bone marrow. Example: femur, tibia, metatarsal and phalanges. Then short bones, cubed and round in shape. Wrist bone and tarsal bone. Flat bones vary greatly in size and shape. Common feature of being very thin in one direction, do not have medullary cavity. Frontal, parietal and occipital bone of the cranium along with the rib and hip bone. Irregular bone does not fit pattern of short, flat and long bones. Example: vertebrae, sacrum and coccyx of the spine, as well as a zygomatic ethmoid sphenoid bone of the skull. Sesamoid form after birth. Inside of tendons that run across joints, sesamoid bones grow to protect the tendon. The patella and the pisiform bone of the carpals are only sesamoid bone that are counted as part of the 206 bone. Then parts of the bone. The long bones of the body contain many distinct regions due to the way in which they develop. At birth, each long bone is made up of 3 individual bones separated by hyaline cartilage. Each end bone is called epiphysis, while the middle bone is called diaphysis. The epiphysis and diaphysis grow towards one another and eventually fuse into the one bone. The region of growth and eventual fusion in between the epiphysis and diaphysis is called the metaphysis. Once the long bone part have fused together, the only hyaline cartilage left in the bone is found as articular cartilage. It acts as a shock absorber. Then types of bones, its feature and example. There are long bone, short bone, flat bone and the irregular bone. Long bone, features of the long bone: forms bulk of the height. Central hollow medullary cavity serves as the storage media for bone marrow. Example: femur, tibia, metatarsals and phalanges. Then short bone, cubed and round in shape for easy movement. Example, wrist bone and tarsal bone. Then flat bone. Flat bones vary greatly in size and shape. Common feature of being very thin in one direction, do not have medullary cavity. Frontal, parietal, occipital bone of the cranium along with rib and hip joint. Then irregular bones, does not fit pattern of short and flat long bones. Example, vertebrae, sacrum and coccyx of the spine, as well as zygomatic, ethmoid, sphenoid bones of the skull. Here we finished our skeletal system. Please read it. Please watch it carefully. I will send presentation along with this. Thank you.